Good afternoon, graduates, family, friends, and honored guests. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Ferdinand Handelopper, and I have the honor of serving as President and Vice Chancellor of this fantastic university. And it's my privilege to welcome you all to campus for this momentous occasion to celebrate the accomplishments of our soon-to-be graduates. Not quite yet. But I can assure you that no further assignments, tests, or midterms involved. Before we start this exciting celebration, it is my duty and privilege to remind everybody to reflect and acknowledge and pay respects to the elders, past and present, of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. We are gathered today on their traditional territory as the University of Waterloo sits on the Haldimand Tract, the land promised to the Six Nations people along the Grand River. And if I may ask you to rise, please, if you're able to. And I'm going to ask our great friend of the university, Professor Emeritus Reinhold Schuster, to sing our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Reinhold. Please be seated. Good afternoon again. The Chancellor of our university, Mr. Dominic Barton, is the ceremonial head of our institution, and he is also the custodian of the convocation ceremonies. He sends his deepest regrets that he is unable to join us today throughout these convocation ceremonies because of other responsibilities that he has right now. But he sends his sincerest congratulations and best wishes to our graduating class. And if he could be here, he would be here. He wanted me to convey his message. However, we are honored that our Chancellor Emeritus, Mike Lazaridis, is able to join us today on the podium. Great to have you here, Mike, with us. So today, as President and Vice Chancellor, I will fulfill the Chancellor's responsibilities in addition to my own. So, graduates, family, friends, supporters of our wonderful students and faculty, colleagues, and staff members. It is a wonderful day today as we are celebrating tremendous accomplishments of our students. Just less than 2 weeks ago, our university was informed that for the 28th year in a row, we were selected the most innovative university in this country. It is not by accident that this is happening. It is for a very good reason. And the reason is right here in front of us. Those who have come before you and your hard work and those who will come after you enable us to lay this claim that we are indeed the most innovative university in this country, one of the most innovative universities in the world, because this is how we started our journey. For you to be here today is also by no accident. You worked extremely hard, and you added your own brilliance, your own creativity, your own passion, and your own commitment to deserve the degree from the University of Waterloo. But if I may turn my attention to, just for a brief moment, from students, and thank you for being here. Your presence here is tremendously important to all of us, but also to your students. You're here today, you've been with them all along the way. I remember some of you being here when they first started here. I remember finding some of you hiding behind the trees, behind the residences, and refusing to let them go. And we told you that they will be okay. And as you can see, they are okay. We are immensely proud of having them here and can't even imagine some of the wonderful things they will be embarking upon. And we're going to come back and talk about this a little later. But let me just talk a little bit about today, what's going to happen today, this afternoon. You're all wondering how long you'll have to stay here. We'd like to keep you here all afternoon if it's okay. We're going to try to do this well under 2 hours, for which we will like to ask you to remain seated until everybody had a chance to cross the stage and graduated here. And as we celebrate this, we will have a couple of speeches, and we will also recognize the accomplishments of one of our own colleagues. It is going to be a very exciting afternoon. Again, I thank you for all. Some of you came back for this convocation. Some of you are just interrupted your vacation, and most of you, you're spending your Saturday afternoon here with us. Thank you so much. Congratulations, class. Now it's my pleasure to invite Alan Start, Associate Provost, Institutional Data Analysis and Planning, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present Mary Soulis. In her 35-year career at the University of Waterloo, Mary Soulis's dedication and commitment had a tremendous impact on both Waterloo and the broader university sector in Ontario and across Canada. With her sharp analytical mind, her aptitude for finding creative solutions to complex problems, and the ability to see outcomes and impacts that others would miss, Mary helped Waterloo successfully navigate decades of challenging situations and difficult decisions. Mary demonstrated her commitment to Waterloo in everything she undertook. Mary's insight, expertise, creativity, and critical thinking are reflected still in reporting, processes, and analytical tools used to support university operations. Waterloo's enrollment and income forecasting models, income sharing agreements, tuition assessments, and funding transfers to Waterloo's federated and affiliated institutions all rely on the foundational work Mary contributed during her years of service. Beyond Waterloo, Mary applied her skills through committees and task forces, provincially and nationally. Through this work, Mary helped inform and guide government decisions on tuition and fees, financial aid, and the Ontario funding formula. Mr. Vice Chancellor, in recognition of her dedication and expert advice and guidance she has provided to Waterloo over 3 decades, I request that you bestow the title of Honorary Member of the University upon Mary Soulis.
I'm honored to confer upon you, Mary Soulis, the title of Distinguished Honorary Member of the University, and I extend my sincere congratulations. Well done.
I now invite James Rush, Vice President Academic and Provost, to the podium.
Good afternoon. Would the members of the graduating class please rise? Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Thank you. Please be seated. I now invite Pearl Sullivan, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, to address Convocation.
Class of 2019, how are you doing today? Well, in case you haven't heard so far, you can actually make noise today. So let's try it again. Class of 2019, how are you doing today? Woo! Much, much better. Okay, congratulations on your graduation. You worked very hard to get into Waterloo, and you worked even harder to get out of Waterloo. So this is a memorable day for your families. Don't forget to hug your parents. They have always put you first in their lives. Hug your brothers and sisters. They are stuck with you. Hug your grandparents. They are your best cheerleaders. And to your classmates, say thank you. Many will be your friends for life. Tomorrow you will step into a new adventure. It will be an exciting one. It will be fast, it will be complex, challenging, sometimes even hard to understand. But before you leave on that journey, take these 3 things with you. Number 1, remember your roots. The world is your oyster. It will sparkle and tempt you. But always remember where you were born, where you went to school, and the many people who shaped your life, even the ones you don't like. Number 2, regardless of what you do in life, the question you should always ask is not at what cost, but rather at whose cost. Your profession is about envisioning, creating, and making a difference for others. Even if you move away from architectural work or engineering work, you have chosen this education. So you therefore owe a duty of care to your neighbors, to your community, and to society. Number 3, be humble. You know you have the ability, now find your motivation. Whatever you do it with love in your heart. You don't have to be the best in the room, but find the path that will help you become the best in the person you can be. Finally, thank you for choosing Waterloo Engineering. We are very proud of you. You made us laugh, and sometimes you even made us cry. Now go out there and do great things. From all of us in the Faculty of Engineering, Godspeed, and be the force be with you.
Thank you very much, Dean Sullivan. Good afternoon once again, Mr. Vice Chancellor, honored guests and participants. It's a fantastic day, and I think we're already off to a great start, so let's get on with the rest of the business of the day. Convocation is perhaps the most rewarding occasion in the life of a university. It evokes our ancient rights and privileges, it recognizes significant accomplishments, and at the same time, it stirs within us a promise of new beginnings. And on behalf of the entire University of Waterloo administration team, I would like to formally thank all of those who have made today possible. Convocation literally means the action of calling people together for a large and formal assembly. So it isn't possible to have convocation without all of you. So to the graduands and to the parents and family and friends of our graduands, especially those of you who have traveled from afar to be here, thank you very much for making convocation possible. To the university community for developing these scholars and delivering this outstanding event for our new alumni. Thank you to all of these people who have made this possible. And of course, we also all acknowledge those who have been unable to join us today. We individually feel their presence with us as part of this special assembly. I would like to take the opportunity, if you'll allow me, to ask the graduands to remain seated as I invite all of the parents and friends and event coordinators to please rise as you are able. This is your opportunity to look around and find your special graduate. And for your graduate to find you, you're going to want to know where each other are during the convocation. No doubt you'll want to yell something or see something as they cross the stage. Graduates, would you together please thank all of those who have made your convocation so special today? Thank you very much. Please be seated. As we prepare to confer the degrees, I have just a few technical notes. For guests wishing to take photos of their graduates, there is a photography area located just to the left side of the stage over here. You can access that area on the west side of the gym at the back and come down the hall towards this area. And if you approach that area just before your special graduate crosses the stage, you'll be in a great position to take a photo as they cross the stage. Once you've taken the photos, I'd ask that you just please quickly leave that area to allow the next set of parents and friends to come in to take a photo of their special graduate. And graduates, as the Vice Chancellor instructed you, please return to your seats after you've crossed the stage so that we could complete the ceremony and celebrate all together as one large convocation and leave together. Now we're on to the main event. We're going to proceed to the conferring of the degrees. So once again, I invite Dean Pearl Sullivan to come forward to announce graduate names.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Applied Science Honors Cooperative Program. Syed Muhammad Salman Abbas, Dana Ayash, Alex Baranovsky, Michael Baster, Nicholas Bernays Thompson, Owen Leonard Jacob Bolhuis, Bradley John Buckley, Jui Daval Champaneri, Hamdan Tahir Chowdhury, Daniel Kyle Chisholm, Isaiah Erb, Gonzalo Espinoza Graham, Michael William Finlayson, Zhen Huang Huang, Zijian Huang, Margaret Ellen Kiernan, Benson Lau, Clara Sao Wing Lau, Song Ming Lee, Xing Luo, Evan Stewart McCall, Afan Nadim Mien, Sung Wook Min, Charanjit Singh Musari, Isha Sahay, William Shone, Ali Khan Sawani, Melissa Angelica Mary Tedesco, Keith Teeple, Alex Tran, Ryan Trihorn, Wen Hao Wu, Hang Yu, Jerry Yi-Sheng Zhang, Kev Zhu-Ming Zhang, James Ji-Wen Zhou, Eva Zila, Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. I now invite Anne Bordelot, O'Donovan Director, School of Architecture, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Architectural Studies, Honors Cooperative Program, with a very small voice, but I'll get through. Ron Christopher Adriano, Sadman Ahmed, Devin Arndt, Liga Brahmanis, Xing Yan Cindy Tsao, Ye Chen. Congratulations. Christy Chung, Min Kyung Cho, Marco Jean-Claude Chow. Aaron George Cote, Shayna Ann Coulter, Kelsey Rose Dawson, Angus Emery David Dunn, Tracy Elasmar, Philippe Fournier. Haley Mary Gamble, Joshua Mark Giovinazzo, Kelly Gu, Ronnie Aravon, JJ Huang, Xie Hong, Jenna Calvatis, Julia Page Kiernan, Natasha Klink, Natalie Cobb, Peter Kwok, Brandon James Lacey, Elizabeth Ann Lenny, Sean Michael Lazaridis, Audrey Long. Winona Lee, Lucy Lynn, Stephen Yanting Lynn. Daniela Lopez, Joshua McDonald, Mikolai McCallick. Kelsey Nicole Mallet, Bianca Wico Martin, Michelle David James Martin. Megan Ashley McKinley, Samiha Ahmed Mim, Mia Milanovic. Emma Kate Mosley, Jasdeep Kaur Multani, Lauren Danielle Naiman. Justin Ng, Eric O, Maria Eleni Balanzas. Mayuri Barantahan, Sheen C. Kwok, Brenda Mabel Reed. Amanda Rees Martin, Nathaniel Stephen Scheffler, Ethan Schwartz. Shanse Shabbat, Yue Si, Holy Ching Ho Sin. Tristan Chongping Sito, Conrad Joanne Erwin Speckert, Jonathan Soderbrun. Alisa Tang, Hagop Tertian, Levi Herman van Veerden. Wayne Yan, Jixing Yang, Winston Gilbert Yu. Ling Yi Zheng. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. I now invite Siva Sivothaman, Associate Dean, Graduate Studies, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present candidates for the degree Master of Applied Science. Ahmed Farhan, Mobadarin Akinsaya, Hassin Ben Amara, Ahmed Ben Ayed, David Bruno, Julian Emmanuel Chaperon, Liuyan Chen, Simon Joseph Daly, Habaldeep Daliwal, Mehran Haji Akhondzadeh, Ivana Veronica Jasiu Zurakovsky, Sridevi Balsan Kanden Kabil, Martin Robert Kardas, Navjot Kaur Khaira, Jangwook Lee, Changjian Li, Chanjiao Li, Anji Liu, Eric Coldon Lloyd, Marco Antonio Lucio Hernandez, Dalia Katerina Malek, Ahmed Raza Malik, Sean Christopher McCall, Kimberly Catherine Mary Mitchell, Oluremi Oidiji, Harjot Singh Parmar, Zihao Quinn, Sukrit Rajpal, Arvind Ravi, Giovanni Ribeiro, Issa Rishmawi, Razieh Sadat Saidi Hosseini, Melanie Evie Sampson, Giovanni Scarletto, Jess Bobby Schmidt, Shafali Sharma, Karen Shastri, Lynn Shen, Ajitesh Rajiv Singla, Majd Tabara, Hamid Tahir, Paulos Tejen, Hari Govind Vediramana Krishnan, Sadruddin Walji, Maurice Muan Yang, Zongxian Yang, Travis Wenkai Yao, Huabei Yu, Yiki Zhang, Honggao Zheng, Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. I now invite Anne Bordelot, O'Donovan Director, School of Architecture, back to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Architecture. Hanin Dala Ali, Parisa Hassan Zaidegan, Jeffrey King Chun Kwok, Michael Chong Lee, William John Pitensko, Michelle Piotrowski, Anika Sibat Raman, Anisha Sankar, Morgan Leslie Wright, Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. I now invite David Rose, lecturer in Conrad School of Entrepreneurship and Business, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Business, Entrepreneurship and Technology. Nemi Wisdom Adoki. Heba Ahmed. Khalid Abdelmajid Abdulrauf Al-Awar. Lorena Baku, Krishna Priya Balakrishna, Riley Brunton. Roger Clement, Celine Urkea, Mohan Ramrajan Aaron Botharaj, Salah Mahmoud Hassan Ahmed Haider, Chidinma Uchechi Akabujo, Peter Nikolai Holmes, Hamid Ishfaq, Onyeka Bolahan Jackson Egwagum, Jingyi Lee, Tamim Mahmood, Marique Manchandon, Alberto Mora, Vivek Eknath Nayak, Josephat Maburo and Jungay, Sani Davis Palakara, Mame Ya Afriyi Poku, Carolina Restropu Valencia, Alif Reza, Carlos Francisco Rubiales Morales. Sana Sadek. Aislinn Jane Shoveler. Rifat Sharouk. Mansi Shukla. Sahej Singh. Jinyao Nate Song. Gagandeep Singh Sudan. Stephen Trim. Juan Sebastian Villamazar Para. Gurveer Singh Verdi. Alina Yakubova. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. I now invite Siva Sivathaman, Associate Dean, Graduate Studies, to the podium.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Engineering. Temitop Abimbola Aborisaid, Ammar Ahmed, Samin Ahmed. Samuel Uchi Akoma, Ruinan Du, Kenneth James Henrik Girsema. Haifeng Gong, Mohit Gupta, Himanshu. Farhan Hossain, Janat Handal, Sukhbir Kaur. Hassan Mustafa Khan, Adam Kulas, Faraz Mohammed. Mohammed Bilal Molani, Maud Azvar Nazim, Mark Ann Tim Frimpong. Richard Osioke Ozara, Sneh Patil, Sauvik Roy, Javad Sajadi, Zinat Saninia, Nijal Milin Shah, Akansha Sridhar, Ted Theodosi, Yuzhen Yuan, Linquin Zhang, Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Management Sciences. Jawad Al-Masanat, Mohammed Faizan Altaf, Shorab Arora, Shikha Batham, Venkata Karthik Belusonti, Mohammad Bilal, Sai Swarup Krishna Kadapa, Veda Darela, Naira Fatima, Paul Michael Gallagher, Sandra Waji Nakib Gendi, Ishita Goswami, Payush Gaglani, Yingnang Gyo, Archit Gupta, Linjun Hay, Nilufar Hossainzadeh, Siddhant Jain, Sushant Kataria, Charanpreet Kaur, Haoran Liang, Manali Marathe, Rafael Martino, Alvis Anishbai Panjwani. Janhavi Prakash, Hemaseshan Rajasekaran, Kellen Arthur Rankin. Mohammad Mainur Rashid, Jaswant Samba, Shikhar Saxena. Sushmita Suresh, Varsha Surya Narayana, Sudhir Uppalapati. Jinyu Yang. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I now present the degree Doctor of Philosophy, the highest academic degree awarded by universities. Attaining a PhD is no easy task. It involves years of hard work, attainment of subject matter expertise, and a contribution to the sum of human knowledge in a subject area through original research. It's an honor to call upon the following graduates to receive the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Jorg Arni, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Amir Ameli, Electrical and Computer Engineering, also the recipient of the Certificate in University Teaching. Nazanin Asadi, Systems Design Engineering. Hasan Askari, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Yashar Azimi Alamderi, Civil Engineering. Reza Babai Shiman Dazari, Electrical and Computer Engineering, also the recipient of the Certificate in University Teaching. Nasim Bakshi Zadeh, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Ahmed Kamlika, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Chang Wai Sanbo Chang, Electrical and Computer Engineering, Quantum Information. Na Chen, Electrical and Computer Engineering, also the recipient of the Certificate in University Teaching. Brandon James DeHart, Electrical and Computer Engineering, also the recipient of the Certificate in University Teaching. Kais El Motardi Sulaiman, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Andrew Greiguk, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Mohammad Reza Hermand, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Yushi Hu, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Ju Huyan, Civil Engineering. Mohammed Amin Jahanpour, Civil and Environmental Engineering. Junwen Jiang, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Joseph Cowrie, Chemical Engineering. Nazratin Coxell, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Jinran Liu, Systems Design Engineering. Philip James McCarthy, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Hassan Moussa, Chemical Engineering. Waqas Mohammed, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Valerie Teresa Norman Jerome, Systems Design Engineering. Yijit Ozcan, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Nichin Padmanabhan, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Amir Hossain Patalvanpur, Mechanical Engineering. Tracy Judine Pretty, Management Sciences. Ron Huai Chi, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Rakesh Ranjan, Civil Engineering. Kamyar Rawindej, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Bharat Kumar Solanki, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Ricky Chandra, Chemical Engineering, Nanotechnology. Mustafa Hakan Turhan, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Wenfu Wang, Civil Engineering. Wen View, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Ming Xiao, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering, Nanotechnology. Yat Shan Yu, Electrical and Computer Engineering. Halit Zenjin, Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering. Thank you, Mr. Vice Chancellor. Mr. Vice Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by the Senate but were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
After the Vice Chancellor, I now invite Ferdinand Hemedalpour, President and Vice Chancellor, to the podium.
We are well under our 2-hour commitment, so I have 36 minutes to spare with you. But before we do anything else, I think we should put our hands together and congratulate our brand new class. Well done, class. Let me first thank you for staying here and enjoying every one of our graduates crossing this stage. Now you are graduates officially. I would like to spend just a few minutes talking to our brand new graduates because this is my last opportunity to share a few thoughts with them before they just go out in the world and do some fabulous things. This is my final last opportunity, but they will recall that when they first started here a few years back, we welcomed them to the University of Waterloo. And I asked them specifically to make me a promise that they will meet me here at their convocation. So I thank you very much for keeping your promise. You made it. It took, as Dean Sullivan said, a lot of hard work. It wasn't easy to get into the University of Waterloo, and it wasn't easy to, you're not getting out, but to graduate. That took a lot of, as I said before, hard work, perseverance, late nights, viction, but most of all, it required your brilliance, your creative thinking, your imagination. As they crossed the stage, you may have noticed we asked them a lot of questions. Mostly we were curious about the things that they were going to do, and the answers are fabulous. They are going to do some unbelievable things. They are definitely moving out of their comfort zones and doing things that are fabulously exciting. They could do that because they now hold a University of Waterloo degree with them. They can think of some great things. Many of you said, you're going to go out and make a difference. This is what we asked of you to do, to consider. If you will remember, again, we told you that you could have gone to any university in the world if you wanted to. You came here knowing that this university was a difference maker. The Faculty of Engineering that you are graduating today as architects or engineers is our founding faculty. It started out as a small experiment. It started out as a brilliant creative initiative. And the community took a great risk when we started this in a little over 60 years ago. Thousands of students that we have graduated over this weekend. If you could compare it to 74 students that we started with, it was a very modest start. With no buildings whatsoever. So first classes were held in mobile trailers. So this is where we are today. Well over 200,000 proud University of Waterloo alumni have gone out to the world and have done some amazing things. We built our innovative reputation on the shoulders of our past graduates, and we'll continue doing that on your shoulders. However, you're entering into a world that is probably quite different than the one myself and many others we entered when we graduated. It is a very fast evolving world. There are a number of fabulous opportunities as well as many global challenges. And I believe each and every one of you looking at those challenges and saying that we don't need to wait for somebody else to recognize and do something about that. I am as good as or even better than many people who could do that. I am very much tempted to continue this conversation, but I also recognize that you want to go out and celebrate your accomplishments. So let me share something that is very dear to my heart. As I reflect back, I recall a book that I was first introduced as an assignment to read. So like many of you, I read this book as an assignment. I said, well, I read it and then I'll get the summary and then that I will fulfill the requirement. Later on, I decided to reread that book just to enjoy it. And I did. But I decided to read it for the third time much later on in my career. And part of that book became a guiding beacon for me, many things that I do in life. To summarize, says, you can change your opinions, but keep your principles. You can change your leaves, but keep your roots. You will be doing so many fabulous things in life. You will be jumping from one job to another one, changing careers. But remember, your roots started here at the University of Waterloo. Our roots started here first at Faculty of Engineering when we started, and we added many others. I want you to always remember that. We will continue building this fabulous institution because you are enabling us to do. And I thank you so much for doing that. You're getting anxious. Okay, when is he going to stop? I'm just about to. But again, this is our fourth convocation ceremony this weekend. This is a short one, just fall convocation. This is in addition to 14 we do in June. As you notice, it just went flawless. It's been fabulous, and all four convocations, they've been great. It doesn't happen on its own. A lot of people work day and night to make sure that your convocation will go as smoothly as it did. I want to thank you on behalf of all of us to the staff and university relations, the Registrar's Office, Graduate Studies Office, Plant Operations, and many others. Thank you so much for your great work. And I'm going to ask our class one final request, together with my colleagues here, if you could please rise. I would like to recognize Dean Professor Pearl Sullivan. This is her last convocation as Dean. She has done some marvelous things for this university, for this faculty. We're going to miss her as Dean of the Faculty as she steps down at the end of this year. Thank you so much, Pearl, for your fabulous work. Thank you. If you could rise, please, the remainder of the auditorium. Thank you so much for joining us today. I declare the convocation adjourned.